yes.
Hello.
Yes, 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 yes.
Pokemania time.
You're not wrong, Nate. Welcome to the Pokemania Show. How is everybody?
I'm great. We've had a few tweets saying no audio on the opening video.
Well,
that Weedle's back.
play it again, and I'll sing it. It'll be fine. No one will ever know the difference.
Oh, okay.
We're back this week. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's a happy Thursday for me. I get to talk about Pokemon. So you are listening to the Pokemania Show, Pokemania FM, with me, Pokemaniac Rich.
And me, Dragon Tamer Nate.
Oh, you seem really excited.
I am. Look, I'm wearing... Wait, where's the webcam? I'm wearing a Pikachu t-shirt, courtesy of Kevin Martin. Thank you very much.
I'm also wearing a Pikachu t-shirt, but mine glows in the dark.
Yeah.
Which we found out yesterday.
Yeah, when we were walking back.
Yep, it glows in the dark.
Amazing.
So you know it's good.
Oh, I love this time of the week.
Interesting. I wonder what Pokemon glow in the dark.
Spiritomb, I would guess.
Pokemon that know the move Flash. Boom. Some Pokemon knowledge for you. Tell everybody what's coming up in the show, Nick.
Oh, so much. We've got our regular news sections.
Cool.
We've got Pokemon of the Week.
Yes, we do.
We've got my Pokemon card of the week. It's a little bit different this week. I'm going to talk more about that later. I won't give it too much away.
It's not a card.
It's Digimon. No, it's not. It's not Digimon. Don't worry. We've got our Pokemon quiz.
Yeah, we do.
We've got our battle.
That's the Pokemon battle music, yeah.
We've got Poke Essentials, which again, it's not really. It's a little bit different, but interesting.
Oh, I'm really going to enjoy it because I know what I'm going to do, but I haven't really, planned it all out. I'm just going to talk about stuff. It's going to be good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we've also got our fan section, which I like the title of Pokemaniac. I don't know, Pokemaniacs. I'm trying to think of a working title for the fan section because we still haven't got one.
Pokefans.
Pokefans.
Were we going out? Like,
people could hear us. Yeah, people could hear us. It was just the intro. Yeah.
And now all videos will work.
James.
Awesome.
James. Hey, cool trainer James. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we should say we've got cool trainer James in and out of the studio at the minute. We've got.
So don't panic. He is here.
I forgot his name. I know his name, but I don't know his Pokemon name.
Professor's Aide Tom.
Professor's Aide Tom.
Howdy, guys.
Or laboratory assistant.
We've also got a new guest in the studio.
Oh, who's new in the studio?
Who's new in the studio? So, yeah, who is new in the studio? I'm going to grab it. Well, I say him, it could be a her. It's Wobbuffet! Yeah, you might have seen me messing around on the webcam with Wobbuffet earlier.
I thought you were going to let people have a guess. No? Give him here.
Well, before the show started, I was dancing with Wobbuffet on webcam, so...
Oh, he's not doing it?
Is he not?
Oh, normally when you squeeze his hand, he goes... Oh, there he is. He just had a little bit of radio shyness. That's all it was.
Amazing.
I'm going to try... Come on. Come on.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on.
It's not working again.
We only got him yesterday. How can his battery be dead?
Oh, I'm pressing it a lot.
That's why.
James was pressing it a lot.
There is like an on-off switch somewhere.
Stop feeling the back of Wobbuffet.
Oh, no, it's not doing it.
Oh, okay.
So, if you guys want to get in touch with us here in the studio, you can do it in a number of ways.
Which you guys already have.
The camera's up there now. Hi.
Yeah, we've changed the webcam position.
Yeah,
so
because we thought the cameras were a bit too much of our face.
I wasn't against that.
So I like it there. It's nice.
You do get a nice two-shot of the two of us, don't you? Hello. Two-shot.
Amazing. So yeah, if you do want to get in touch with us in the studio, you can do it. You could
say we're like a duo right now.
Or get in the middle. Yes, there we go. Yeah, so you can Skype us. Search for STUDYVOX FM, add us as a friend. We're online right now.
You can indeed do that. You can give us a ring on 01235 835 treble free.
You can tweet at us at Pokemania FM or at STUDYVOX FM.
Tweet right at our faces. You can also go over to that old Facebook thing that they call Facebook, www.facebook.com/Pokemania FM. Hit like, write your comments down, you know, share pictures, do what you do.
You can head over to our own website, which is PokemaniaFM.com.
New look.
New look indeed, yeah.
Amalgamation.
I think you can now listen to the live stream, this stream right now, on our website.
You can.
Amazing.
Oh.
So you can go over to STUDYVOXFM.com or PokemaniaFM.com, whichever takes your fancy.
So don't shut the one that you're on at the minute.
No.
But in a new tab, open Pokemania and have some form of glorious surround sound.
I don't know how well that'll work.
Probably not well at all.
And you can also find, I mean, you can't communicate with us this way, but you can find us on YouTube as well. Pokemania FM, search for that. Hit subscribe while you're there, that'd be brilliant.
Unless you leave YouTube comments, then you can communicate.
You can
with
communicate.
There is a new way to contact.
Oh, is there?
Well, it's not that new, but
Text.
on the new website,
Yeah.
there is a contact form which sends you an email directly to Rick. On his
Okay.
computer.
I was going to say, not
So if you are
what to
watching
my
on
home email.
PokemaniaFM.com, you can enter in there whatever you want to say, and it will come through
So
straight
many
to
ways
Rick.
to get in touch.
So
Talking
many
of which,
ways.
we've already had a tweet from the real Missingo, just saying, Wobbuffet, like that.
How do you Oh yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Exactly. That's exactly how it looks.
All right, yeah, I'll give you that. I was going to say, how do you convey that accent in a tweet? But people seem to be doing that quite well.
Luke and Gengar says, I'm predicting a new competition where Wobbuffet randomly jumps up onto the screen.
Hashtag I see Wobbuffet.
I saw the Wobbuffet. Yeah, he actually did put hashtag I saw the Wobbuffet.
Because it's not about to happen right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, lots going on in the show. Lots coming up today.
Indeed. We might as well start at the beginning.
Let's do some competitions.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for everyone who got involved in last week's competitions. The deadline, that's closed now. That's it. That's closed.
Because it's a well-known fact that when Nate claps his hands, things close.
So,
competitions end.
So, yeah. On this hard drive right here. So, yeah.
I emailed them to you.
Let's do the new competitions this week. Starting a brand new competition. If you are a new listener, we do run 3 competitions every week.
We're starting a brand new competition?
This week's new ones. The ones we normally do, but
Oh, right, okay. I thought you'd decided we were
no, we're not yet.
I thought you'd taken Luke and Gengar's advice and we were doing I see the Wobbuffet.
No.
It's happening. It's happening.
Everyone's hashtagging I see the Wobbuffet.
I saw the Wobbuffet.
Yeah, I'm more than happy about this.
This might apply to the next caption as well.
Yeah. Talking of which, let's do it.
Yeah.
So let's start with the caption contest. For any new listeners, each week we show you an image taken from normally the Pokemon anime series. And we want you to come up with your own creative and comedic caption. If it makes us laugh, well, the one that makes us laugh the most, or we find most amusing, we'll be the winner, and you'll win a booster pack containing 10 cards. Bonus points go for captions that have Pokemon knowledge or Pokemon trivia in.
More Pokemon-y.
Pokemon-y, yeah, that's the adjective that you.
I want to say there's been a new bar set because not this week but last week the caption that won it actually made me almost fall off my chair. So challenge to you all.
I think it was James Hart that won that.
If you make me fall off my chair, you will win.
Yes.
Not physically, of course, just through laughing. I don't want you to come down here and push me off my chair. I'm not going to give you a prize for that.
Okay.
Well, I might.
So yeah, let's kick it off. So this is this week's caption contest. Coming up on your screen right now.
How many people are going to
I know.
put the caption, hashtag I saw the Wobbuffet?
I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why Wobbuffet A has begun smoking a pipe and B wearing some shady outfit.
It looks like he's a detective in the mid-50s.
Yeah.
I would watch that TV programme.
I would as well.
He looks like Columbo right there. He looks like Columbo. Wobbuffet.
Awesome.
I would watch that. I think somebody should get all the old, like, TV archives of Columbo and really badly digitally put Wobbuffet into all of them.
Okay. Challenge. Our next competition is Who's That Pokemon? In which we, pretty self-explanatory, we show you a silhouette of a Pokemon. We want you to come up with...
Much like the popular TV game.
Yeah.
So,
is the... that will be coming on your webcam shortly.
Why?
Because it's not on the computer yet, for some reason. So we can sort that out in a minute.
It's not on here.
Is it not?
No, because I was just trying to find it.
We can sort that out in a minute. But
have you dropped the ball? Have you dropped the...
No, I don't know where it is. It's going to have to be on my laptop somewhere.
Oh, I wish you'd make the noise.
So in the meantime, let's move on to our next section.
Yeah?
Which is our Pokemania Weekly. So, Rick, what have you been up to this week, Pokemon-wise?
A little bit of research into the Poker Essential section that will be going on. We also have been playing physical games of TG... Right, calm down, mate.
Brilliant. Wobbuffet just shouting.
We have been playing physical games of the trading card Pokemon game.
Yes,
when I say physical, I don't mean like when you lose a Pokemon you have to stand up and slap your opponent, or I don't know. Not like that. I mean with actual cards.
Okay.
Not this online hoo-ha that you see a lot around times. Because we've got a new Pokemat, don't we? You can probably see it behind me right now. It's nice and new. Ooh.
Yeah, it's the Pokemania Pokemon mat.
Yeah, we made our own Pokemat.
Thanks to Emma McGann for designing it.
Yeah, it has my face. I'm currently upside down right now, and your face, and you're currently the right way up.
I didn't plan that. I just wanted Mewtwo to be the right way up.
Oh yeah, that seems fair. Okay. Looking at it, you get all the cool Pokemon.
No, I've got Charizard.
I've got Charizard. I'm cool with that. Yeah. You can have your Mew, your Mewtwo, your Reshiram, your Jolteon, your Sizer. You can have all that. You've got Trubbish. He's got Trubbish.
Yeah, I do.
He's got Trubbish on his side.
Definitely got Trubbish.
You'll be able to see the mat in more detail later when we do our Pokemon card battle. So you can see that more up close and personal. And in weeks to come, we will also be offering copies of this mat, not this exact one, but copies of our Pokemon playing mat as prizes. Will we not?
Yeah, we will.
It's going to be awesome. So you can win. You can win our trading card mat and stage your own hilarious Pokemon battles. And please film them and send them to us, and we might play them as our fan section. See, we're good like that. We're good to people. As other things that I've been doing, I've been going through all the cards that we have and looking, and I've also been looking for some of my old cards to find the old and, should we say, more sought after cards amongst them. I'm having a slight issue. I don't know where my shiny Charizard is.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a good Pokemon to lose, and not a good card to lose, because it's probably one of the most valuable as well. I
don't know. There's that Pikachu's birthday celebration thing or whatever card it was.
True.
Gengar's quite rare, isn't it? The original Gengar.
The original Gengar, yeah.
I think I have one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Shiny Gengar. Condition, you can get some serious...
I wouldn't say it's in like brilliant condition. I wouldn't say it looked like, The Rock. I'd say it was in okay condition. It looks okay. I don't know what that would do on eBay, but I'm not going to sell it anyway. It's Gengar, isn't it? Gengar's cool.
See, this poses a question I wanted to ask you guys. In regards to the trading card game cards, what happens? Obviously, the rules say that you can only use the latest series of Pokemon cards in competitive play. So at the minute, you can only use cards from the Black and White series.
Yeah.
So, question for you guys: what do you do with your cards from older series?
Maybe we should do that.
Yeah. Do you keep them as a collection thing, or do you sell them? Do you trade them for newer cards? I mean,
do you have old?
I mean, personally, I like the, as well as, obviously I love the trading card game, but I like the collection aspect of Pokemon as well. Got to catch them all. Applies to the cards as well.
Got to buy them and randomly collect them all.
Exactly. I think that's the
tagline, right?
Yeah. So, so I've got all my old cards, all my base set and everything like that. So yeah, what do you guys do? Be interesting to see what the majority of you guys are saying.
I reckon we should hold a old school card battle.
Okay.
And Tishi, that should be a suggestion we should put to TCG Online. That they should allow you to get the old cards.
Yeah.
And then, if you so desire, have an old card battle.
Right, so using the cards from older series.
Yeah, so you just click on a thing called base set, and you have a base set battle.
That would be the. It would be fine, but you'd have to. So you although you could use the older cards, you'd still have to limit it to series. So you'd have to, because otherwise, if you were using, if you wanted to include cards from Ruby and Sapphire series and Platinum series, that's when it gets awkward, because you can really make some serious decks, because obviously the rules change and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. I think we should do 1 week a battle from a different series rather than the black and white. I'll be talking a little bit about that during my card of the week, actually.
Ooh, interlinkage.
Interlinkage indeed. So you been up to anything else this week?
Playing the game, EV training, you know, laughing at Pokemon in general. All of it, me. Playing Pokemon Stadium on my ROM. And what we did, we download. Well, what you did is you downloaded the free demo for Mystery Gates, didn't you?
Yeah, I did that today. That's our news, so we can save that. It's coming up in a minute.
I'm just jumping the.
That's fine. Don't worry.
Detective Wobbuffet would not.
I also pre-ordered Pokemon X this week from Game.
Drop my script, mate.
That's all right. Yeah, so Game is if you're not in the UK, it's pretty much the equivalent of the American GameStop in the UK. And at the minute they're doing an offer. So if you pre-order Pokemon X and Y, you get this.
Ooh!
A free Pokemon Black and White 2
I didn't get that.
Launch special comic.
Cool Trainer James is annoyed because he did the same thing but earlier than you and didn't get.
Did you pre-order it from Game?
Yeah.
Oh, it must just be like a new promotion they're running. But yeah, it's got loads of cool stuff. A lot of Pokemon trivia. Obviously, it's not about X and Y. It's about Black and White 2. But still, there's like comic sections.
It'd be crazy of them to give it away.
Yeah.
Comic book.
That Wobbuffet is kicking off right now. So yeah, I mean, it's a really cool thing. So if you do go and pre-order it from Game right now, don't forget to ask them for your free copy of the Pokemon Black and White 2 launch special comic. I've not actually read it all yet. I've read about half of it, and it's really cool. So yeah, check that out.
Awesome stuff, Nate. I'm loving the amount of tweets that we've gotten for this week's caption. They're kind of back and forwarding between. Wobbuffet's a great detective. Wobbuffet's a terrible detective. Obviously, they're a lot funnier than what I just said, but keep them coming in. You know you may win that prize. What else have you been up to, Nate?
I've been playing Pokemon Emerald a little bit. The battery thing, you know, I had that issue.
Yeah.
Stop coming up now.
I was have you caught the Oxys? Because I believe he does that.
I haven't yet. I was reading into it.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Game Boy Advance games, if you leave them in your... This is purely from reading forums, so I'm not saying it's...
Speculation!
But it seems to have worked. If you leave your Game Boy Advance game in your DS or Game Boy Advance with your DS or Game Boy Advance turned off for a long period of time, the internal battery is still running in the game because it's in the slot of the cartridge where you put your cartridge.
Okay.
Yet if you play it for a long period of time, it actually takes charge from the DS or the device you're playing it on and recharges the internal battery. So just play it. If it says it on an advanced game, it's worked for me and it's worked for a lot of people on the forums. I've just started playing it. I even left my DS turned on with the game on, just sitting there for a couple of hours. Now when I'm playing it, it doesn't come up with that message anymore, and the time thing's working again.
Well, I've got Leaf Green that keeps doing that, so I might give that a go. Give that a shot. Solid advice, Nate. I'll let you know next week how that pans out.
It definitely worked 100% for me.
So if you have an advanced game, do we know if it only works on advanced or does it work on...
I'm not sure on the others. I've only tried it. I only searched for advanced because it was
Because I know my Gold and Silver are having problems with that.
Okay, cool.
Internal batteries. How are we getting on with the competitions? Are we almost
I think who's that Pokemon image
It's
is
now been tweeted and it's on Facebook. We're about to put it on the show.
Yeah, we're going to show it on the webcam in a minute. Yeah, that was my fault for not copying it across.
How are Twitter and Facebook like quicker than us on our own competition.
I don't know. It's cool trainer James over there.
It looks like this. We should just do this. Who's this Pokemon?
Well, I wonder. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to all week, and obviously playing the trading card game with you.
Yes, we did. We had many a fun time.
We did indeed.
We chuckled to ourselves. Lots to talk about on that because of the theme decks, and we're gonna
talk about that a little bit later on.
The older ones with a new expansion coming up. Shall we move on to the next section, which is the news?
Yeah, let's move on to the news.
You don't seem that into it.
Sorry, I was reading the Twitter feed.
I was reading the Twitter.
So, first up on our news this week, there's a new international Pokemon Global Link event that went live this afternoon, actually.
Sweet!
You can now get yourself a Dragonite with its hidden ability of multi-scale.
Multi-scale is quite cool. It means that if you're on full HP, then all moves are reduced to 50% attack against you.
That's really cool.
Yeah, there he is. You can see him on your webcam now, just standing around.
Yeah,
being a cool Dragonite.
A couple of months back, we mentioned this was a Japanese exclusive, but it's now international. So, it's and it's got the special move of extreme speed as well.
I see why they've done that.
Yeah, it's accessible to players who have signed up and participated in the official Pokemon leagues across the world, specifically the Nimbasta season. So if you've been playing the Wi-Fi events at all or anything like that, grab yourself that Dragonite.
Cool Pokemon.
And it went live at like 1 p.m. GMT, so I don't know what that is, but it's live now anyway.
Yeah.
And it runs to the end of June.
Score.
So you got a couple of months to sort it out.
To sort it out. Get on there right now. Get your DS out and get your Dragonite. It was revealed today that Europe will receive the demo for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity this Thursday, April the 25th. That's today, guys. On the Nintendo 3DS eShop, this will then be connectable to the game at launch, allowing you to continue with your save game with the Pokemon you selected in the game.
Yeah, I played a bit of this. I downloaded it today, and played a good half an hour of it. The demo is quite long, to be fair. It gives you kind of the sense of what the overall feel of the game is going to be like. I really enjoyed it. It's the first mystery dungeon game I've played.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. The music is serious as well. But yeah, it's a really good game. I definitely recommend getting it. I mean, even if you just try the demo, it's free to download from the eShop.
It's already out in the US, isn't it?
Yeah, it is out.
And obviously Japan.
Indeed. And I think we'll be uploading a video of the demo on our YouTube channel within the next week or so.
Might as well, but you can see it.
Yeah.
People have put videos up on YouTube of the US version of the game. It will be released in Europe on May the 17th. So that's not far away. 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to get it. Yeah. I think I'm going to get a 3DS as well, because I haven't got a 3DS yet, and it's a 3DS game.
You will have to for X and Y, won't you?
Yeah, so I thought I may as well get that Pikachu 3DS as soon as possible.
Okay then. Do the next piece of news, Nate.
Next piece of news. For those of you in the various regions, the Meloetta event, this is for the UK, Meloetta event is due to end tomorrow. So tomorrow is the last day, so you can get it tomorrow if you haven't already. The event is being distributed in-game in the UK, Toys R Us in Germany, FNAC in France, EB Games in Canada and Australia. There's only a limited time to receive this event, so be sure to get it. If you take the Meloetta to is it Castelia City?
Yeah.
You can teach it the move Relic Song, which allows it to change form.
Yep, I do recommend it, and it's tomorrow. So if you haven't got it, cancel what you're doing tomorrow. Unless what you're doing tomorrow is going to game to get Meloetta. Don't cancel that. Just don't cancel.
No, do that.
Get on it. Had a tweet in from Pokemon X and Y official. Getting the Pikachu 3DS XL is very worth it. I agree. Are you going to get the Pikachu one?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to wait because I've got a sneaking suspicion that they're going to release a Pokemon X and Y one as a bundle. However, with Mystery Gates coming out on that, and I like the Pikachu one.
Yeah, it does look cool. See, the thing is...
Although, like I say, rumour has it, the Charizard one is in the pipeline.
Well, I'm just not going to buy one then until the
I know.
Charizard one comes out. I think
Again, that's reading forums, so it's not confirmed.
Better be. You see, the thing is, right? Say you're on a train. I get on trains. I don't know why everybody needed to know that.
Okay.
But say you're on a train and you're just playing your 3DS. People are going to be like, look at this guy. He's clearly, 24 and he's playing a 3DS. Does he not have anything better to do with his life? But they see you playing a Pikachu 3DS, they're like, he rules.
Yeah.
How do they know you're 24?
Because I've got a badge on.
Rick 24.
Pokemon Master. Yeah.
So yeah, it's.
It automatically brings you kudos.
I think it does.
Is that the correct way to say that?
I don't know, probably. Let's move on to our next bit of news.
Okay, a new Wi-Fi event has been announced for the English language games. This Wi-Fi event will give you a level 100 Deoxy.
Yeah, it will.
Possibly based on Masuda's Deoxy Japanese event last year, and is accessible for Black and White 2 games. This event is to tie in with the release of the new TCG Plasma Free set and will run from May the 8th to May the 31st. We will bring you more details closer to the event.
We will indeed.
If you want to find out anything more about any of the news stories we've just said, head over to www.pokemon.com. Indeed, you'll be able to find out.
We had a tweet from another tweet from Pokemon XY Official. They said, I think the Charizard one is due out in the next few months.
Holding my fire then.
So yeah, awesome. Also, we've had Edu Megalocannon tweet in saying they're currently a TCG gamer. Good work.
Everybody should be a TCG gamer.
Yeah, all the time.
Well, not all the time.
Well, it's
Otherwise you won't be able to catch them all.
true.
Split your time equally between the video games and TCG.
Yeah, we should also point out, we've had a couple of tweets in from them, hashtag remake Pokemon Yellow, don't forget about that. We want to get this game made. So,
yeah.
When you're tweeting,
But my Charizard
hashtag remake
3DS.
Pokemon Yellow. And quite rightly, they say the Pikachu 3DS would look awesome with remake Pokemon Yellow.
It would look good.
Yeah.
It almost seems like a match made in
In the dream world.
the dream world. I was going to go with Viridian City.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, it's fair enough.
Match made in the Pokemon League.
Right. So yeah, that's pretty much all of our news this week. More next week.
So we're going to do our battle for you shortly. This week's battle played on the new mat. Woo! There it is. New mat. This week's battle is, of course, a trading card game battle.
Yep, but it's a real trading. It's a physical trading card game battle.
Yeah.
Not because we do a lot of online battles, so we thought we'd mix it up a little bit.
Indeed, featuring the two Plasma Storm themed decks.
Yeah, there's an image of that on your webcam right now.
Oh, why have you done that? I've
There
quite
we go.
literally bought the boxes into the studio.
Oh, you can show the real boxes if you like.
Just to prove that we're not lying.
Okay.
I don't know why people would assume that. There they are.
So yeah, these have been out for quite a while now. These came out when Plasma Storm was released, but we never did a deck review or even demoed them. So we thought, why not? The new expansion's coming out in a couple of weeks' time.
Mat, we might as well do these.
So do you want to? Should we do
I'll
quick?
tell you what they're called. So the first one, as you can see there with Giratina, is Plasma Storm, and the second Plasma Storm, Plasma Shadow. How can Plasma have a shadow?
Because it's Pokemon.
And then the other one you can see with the Drudagon looking menacing on the front is the Plasma Claw theme deck.
Indeed.
Now,
So
on the side it tells you what types you get, and in Plasma Shadow you get Psychic and Grass. And on Plasma Claw you get Fire, Water and Dragon.
3 types.
You only get the one Dragon card though.
Yeah, Drudigon.
Drudagon.
Yeah. Let's give you a quick breakdown of what is in these decks.
Mm-hmm.
You can kick off first. Plasma Claw, being as
That would be the deck that I'm demoing.
indeed.
So the cards you get in this deck are 2 Drudigons, which is cool. Interesting card. 1 Infernape, which I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, you are.
2 Monferno, obviously. 3 Chimchar. There you go. 1 Sharpedo, or Sharpedo. I like Sharpedo, it sounds funny. 2 Carvana, which will evolve into your Sharpedo. 1 Jellicent, 2 Frillish, 2 Vanillish, 2 Vanillite, 2 Simisear, 3 Pansear, 2 Lampent, 2 Litwick, 2 Lotad, 2 Chubchoo, 2 Energy Search, 2 Colress, and 1 Hypnotoxic Laser. Hypnotoxic Laser. Really cool card. We'll tell you a bit more about that shortly. You also get 2 Pokemon Communications, 2 Potions, 2 Team Plasma Grunts, 9 Water Energies, and 9 Fire Energies. 18 Energies. That's a lot. There's a lot of Pokemon there. I don't normally like to take that many Pokemon.
Let's talk about that in a minute. I'll give you the quick rundown of what's in Plasma Shadow. By the way, we just have a tweet from Luke and Gengar saying Wobbuffet's taken over Nate and Rick. There's the image, Rick.
I can see that.
So good work. I will retweet that. So yeah, Plasma Shadow. The main featuring card is Giratina. Great card. You've got 2 Giratina, 1 Garbodor, 2 Trubbish, 1 Weezing, 2 Coughing, 2 Golbat, 3 Zubat, 2 Amoonguss, 2 Fungus, 2 Curlier, 2 Rolts, 2 Grottle. Do you say Grotle? I say Grottle.
Grottle sounds like you and your brother are going to get eaten by a witch.
Okay, Grottle.
Grotle sounds like a Pokemon that would grow something out of its back.
Okay, Grotle, fine. 3 Turtwigs, 2 LGM, 1 Watchog, 2 Patrat, 2 Energy Search, 2 Colress, 2 Escape Rope, 2 Pokemon Communication, 2 Team Plasma Grunt, 1 Hypnotoxic Laser, 12 Psychic Energy, and 6 Grass Energy. Interesting deck. Again, like you say, unfortunately, theme decks aren't my favourite type of deck. I've never really liked theme decks at all. Just because they include so many Pokemon.
So many. Hang on, let's have a quick count. I'm not going to do that.
No. So many Pokemon. In my opinion, yeah, they throw a couple of training cards in there, but none really that are worth...
It's 31 Pokemon!
Did you just count?
Yeah.
Yeah. None that really... The trainers that they include aren't really that useful, to be honest.
I don't know.
Hypnotoxic Laser.
The Plasma deck, the Team Plasma Grunt can be quite helpful sometimes. Yeah. And Colress is always a good card to have.
But again, I'd rather get rid of them Team Plasma Grunts and give myself like a Pokemon catcher, just 2, because a deck without Pokemon catchers. Although they've got Escape Rope. But anyway, can't complain. It's a theme deck. It's really good for beginners as well. If you are new to the trading card game, pick up a theme deck and you're ready to play.
Immediately, you have everything you need.
And you do get the code for the deck now online, so you can redeem that online.
You do indeed get your online code, which you can redeem the decks, that specific deck. So if you did want a card from that, for example, your Giratina, quite a nice card. I personally think the best card amongst a lot of them is that Infernape. Feelings on that, Nate? Maybe we'll go into that a bit later. But personally, I think the Infernape's my favourite card.
Okay,
fair
enough.
Not such a big fan of Dridagon. Your Giratina, excellent card.
Yeah, it is a really good card. I've come across the Giratina quite a lot online as well. It's a good card. Good, strong, basic card. It's not an EX, which is refreshing to see.
Well, we do have... a battle. It is split up into 2 sections. We can do the first half now if you'd like.
Yeah.
Show everybody.
Let's do the first half.
Show these cards in action. Right, let's play this video.
Let's do it. Always start with a handshake.
Yep, definitely. Definitely need to start with a handshake. And now, shuffle the cards. That is mostly symbolic, as we'd already shuffled them several times.
Yeah, but
as you can see, my nonchalance about the shuffling.
We've got 2 camera angles going on here. This one from Rick's point of view, and the
as
other
you
one...
can see my face on that prize card. Hello, that's me.
And
you're in the corner. We've just dealt ourselves 7 cards, and...
Oh, my face is covered up by my prize cards already.
I'm not complaining.
I'm too quick. Okay, so let's have a look at my hand. The only basic Pokemon I've been dealt is a Fungus there. That's quite annoying.
Look at mine. Got 2 Chimchar, 2 Monferno, and is that an Infernape you can see there?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Chimchar, Monferno, Infernape. There he is.
Rick looking very pleased about that.
Just to prove that that is actually me.
So, so we've got One Fungus is the only basic Pokemon.
I'll put myself a Chimchar out on the...
Out of all them Pokemon that we just read out, I get one basic Pokemon.
Yeah, to be fair, there's a lot of Pokemon there. As we all know, if you don't draw a basic Pokemon...
Rick called Tails, so he's happy that he gets to go first. You were happy.
I was very happy. But the only problem was I didn't draw a single energy. Whereas you've got plenty of energies.
Yeah, I've got dealt 2 energies. I've got a Colress and a Team Plasma Grunt, I think.
So I've just drawn a card. And I don't know whether you can see it, but that's a Pansear right there. 70 HP. Some cool moves on a Pansear, actually.
So yeah, my main priority right here is to get some Pokemon on my bench, some basic Pokemon, because as you can see, I'm fighting a fire Pokemon. Fungus is weak to fire, so if I lose that, I've lost the game.
The Chimchar's one move, Flare, 20 damage.
Yeah,
that will knock you out straight away.
So I've got to kind of think of what I'm going to do here. I'm going to have to sacrifice that Colress, I think, to play Team Plasma Grunt.
Yeah, Team Plasma Grunt means, of course, you have to discard 1 Team Plasma card, and then you get to draw 4 cards.
Yeah.
So you've discarded your Colress there, am I right?
Yep, my Team Plasma Colress. And there's my Amoonguss, which really helped because I can evolve that on my next turn. I can evolve.
Thus meaning you have 90 HP.
But again, other than I've still not drawn any basic Pokemon, so that's going to be problematic.
It is.
So I've got a Golbat, a Garbodor, and a Curlier, I think.
As I told you, this battle was in 2 parts. I think we can all agree that you probably won't get KO'd straight away. Flipping a coin to use your move Astonish. If it's a head, you get to pick one of my cards from my hand and discard and shuffle it back into my deck. You hovered over that Inferno for a minute then, didn't you?
I was close.
Ooh, I did not need that. I did not need that being thrown away. It was a Monferno instead that goes away. So I've only got 1 Monferno and 1 Infernape in my hand, but that's still good enough for me to involve my Chimchars all over the shop.
Indeed.
Shuffle in my deck.
I love our new map. It looks so colourful.
It does, doesn't it?
It's awesome.
Looks pretty cool. And it also has our faces on it. Cartoon faces they might be, but still beautiful.
So you've got a quite...
Still not drawn an energy
bench,
card.
Though. You've got like quite a few basic Pokemon out. I'm really struggling for basic Pokemon.
You can still see the word bench.
Yeah.
For you. I've just got a ch. No, I've just got a h.
Okay.
Still not drawn an energy card. Why is this?
Yeah, there we go. So I've just drew my Giratina, which is the main player in this deck.
Nobody needs that right now.
And it's a basic Pokemon. I've just evolved that Fungus to an Amoonguss as well. So things kind of looking up a little bit for me. Now, I need to... What do I do here?
I'd suggest you put your...
Well, I was going to attach an energy card to Amoonguss, as you can see. Then thought, you know what? Astonish only takes 1 energy card. I'm going to trust and hope I get a heads.
I'm going to allow him that.
And then I'm going to put this... I never took my hand off the card, so it's fine.
It's not like chess.
So, yeah, I thought I need to start getting some energy cards on Giratina because his attack, Hex, you need at least 3 energy cards. It's 1 Psychic Energy and 2 Colourless Energy. So I need to get that Giratina ready just in case, because if he gets 1 energy card, it's because I'm weak to fire, it's going to really cause some damage, so I need to be prepared.
Indeed. You've got a Garbodor as well in your hand. Looking for that Trubbish.
Yeah.
I do like Trubbish.
I love Trubbish.
This sucks because you've just made me shuffle my Infernape back into my deck.
Yeah, because you only had 3 cards, didn't you? I should say Amoonguss is Astonish. You get to...
It's fine, I've drawn them on Inferno, slapped it.
You put 3 cards in your deck.
And you've got more energy cards. Unlike me, who has gone through what seems like a billion turns without drawing an energy.
Now I've kind of bought myself some time. I'm going to attach into Grass Energy to Amoonguss so I can start doing his other attack,
Miracle Seed.
Miracle Seed, that's the one. Which basically does 30 damage, flip a coin. If heads, you get to choose a special condition, and then the defending Pokemon is affected by it. In this case, I do 30 damage, and I chose Paralysis to buy myself some time, because obviously Paralysis means that his Pokemon cannot attack me during the next turn.
Paralysis, Sleep, Burn, Poison, Confusion. Could have picked any of those, you went with Paralysis. I've still not got an energy card. But I've got my Infernape back.
Bought yourself some time there with your
Honestly,
Infernape.
I did shuffle that. I'm not... You saw me shuffle it. It was all on video. Still no energy cards though. What is occurring? There's your grottle, as you call it.
Yeah, but I'd love some more basic Pokemon.
It's fine because you're energy carding the absolute smash up on your Giratina.
Yeah, I am.
Not looking forward to that. Its move Hex does 50 damage, and then if the defending Pokemon is affected by any status,
Any special condition, yeah.
any special condition, it does an extra 50 damage. That's not good for me. Second move does 90 damage, and you get to pick a card from your opponent's hand and discard it.
Yeah, run one random card.
It's not good. See, the only card
So
I
there we
had
go,
then was a Pokemon Communicator.
That's Giratina, ready to... He's fully energy carded up now. I've got a handful of Stage 2 Pokemon. Stage 1 Pokemon, sorry.
Garbodor! Golbat as well.
So I used Miracle Seed again, did another 30 damage, and I think this time, because Infernape's got quite a lot of damage on him, I'm going to choose Poisoning, get an extra 10 damage per turn, try and finish that Infernape off as quickly as possible.
Don't need this. What I do need are energy cards.
So Rick's got no hand whatsoever.
No, actually don't have a hand.
I'm just drawing them energy cards.
Indeed you are. Can we
Okay,
swap?
now Giratina is fully energy carded up. So he's got two psychic energies and I believe 2 grass energies on him, which means I can use my attack Shadow Claw, which, as Rick said, does 90 damage, and also discards a random card from my opponent's hand.
Don't know how I feel about this. And there we go. There's my Infernape down. After all I went through to get him, he just gets smashed out. It's my own fault, really, for putting him out. I assumed I'd get energy cards. He only needs 2 to absolutely wreak havoc. But,
So,
no, I didn't get any energy cards. Bad times. And that is the end of our first half.
Yes.
With the monumental destruction of my Infernape. That means we'll pause it there. You're 1 up.
I'm 1 up.
With a fully energy carded Giratina.
Yeah. And a fully energy carded Amoonguss.
Terrible times.
Still no basic Pokemon, although I did just draw a Colress as my prize card. So we'll see what happens.
I do have a lot of bench Pokemon.
You do.
I just need some energies. I can start doing some damage.
Well, you've only got 2
Lord.
energy search in your deck, so...
Who's that Pokemon? Have we got it ready?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so it has been going around Facebook and Twitter, but we can now show you for
People have indeed been commenting.
those guys.
on it.
Yeah, for you guys watching the webcam. Coming on now. Here we go. So, who's that Pokemon?
What is going on there?
Who's that Pokemon,
Who is
Beedrill?
that Pokemon?
Beedrill.
It looks like a Pokemon, but on its right, to the left-hand side of it, there's another Pokemon hanging around, like a Chingling.
There.
To
No,
the
to
other
the
side.
left.
You said to the right.
To its right.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
See, it looks like an extra Pokemon just hanging around. That's what I think, anyway. So it's a Chingling and what? And what Pokemon?
Who knows? Who knows? Let's do a recap of how they can get in touch with us.
They can do it loads of ways. You can email us, radio@studyvox.com.
You can tweet at us, at Pokemania FM or at StudyVox FM.
You can go over to that Facebook, search for Pokemania FM, hit like, enter it there. It's your turn
you
now.
can head over to our website, www.pokemaniafm.com.
I've forgotten what ways we've said, but you can text us.
Yep.
Text the word StudyVox, SD. I've definitely spelled StudyVox wrong. Don't text SD. STUDYVOX. Then your message to 60999. Text
777. 60777.
60999.
Oh, is it? Oh, we've changed the number. Okay.
Nate.
That's not my fault. The number changed.
No, it's definitely your fault. I should say that standard network charges do apply, and of
Yes.
course this is UK, where you can text from America if you want, but it
I
seems
don't know how, though.
it seems a bit.
Just send us an email.
Yeah.
radio@studyvox.com.
Do it. Yep, those are the ways you can get involved, and if you win, you will get a booster pack containing 10 official trading cards and the online, the redeemable code, and the Pokemon that is.
Yes, indeed. Wow. We've had a tweet from Electra ISI saying, what kind of Pokemon is Sylveon? We still don't know.
I have many theories.
Do you?
Yeah. I'd like to see the introduction of a music type, and I'd like to see Sylveon, a music type, named after the song by Focus, Sylvia.
Okay.
There's my logic behind it.
Right, fair enough.
The band Focus did a song called Sylvia. Sylvia sounds like Sylveon. It could be a music type for that reasoning. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I can see the logic.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will be. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to... What with those flappy bits, it looks like it could be a flying Pokemon. With the fact that it's pink, it looks like it could be a normal Pokemon, but why would they do that if they've got Eevee?
Yeah.
But then again, Eevee's stats are terrible compared to all the other evolutions. Evolutions.
Also, it's wearing a bow, which increases the power of normal type moves.
But its eyes look bug.
Well,
Those blue eyes.
oh,
those
so many
buggy
theories.
eyes. Could be a new type altogether. I'm hoping for new type.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see a new type introduced. I mean, when was the last time?
Jigglypuff gets put into the same.
Yeah, maybe they'd reclassify Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff and Clefairy and Clefable.
And Meloetta.
And Meloetta, and definitely Whismur, Exploud, and Loudred. Because they're all normal type, but if there was an introduction of your music type...
Oh, right, so yeah.
Of course it would make sense. And there's loads of...
things people saying it could be, like you say, light and sound types.
Sing, that could be reclassified as music. Hyper voice, uproar, growl, in a way. Screech, all could be reclassified as music type.
Okay.
Sonic boom.
Yeah. What type is Sonic Boom? Normal. I think it's got to be normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Could be wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. It could be any of those. And then light, you've got Hyper Beam. Could be reclassified as a light move. See what I mean?
Yeah.
The only
I
problem
see
with
the
light
logic.
is-
I've seen the logic.
Those are my theories on the situation. But there's a
Fair
lot,
enough.
lot
What
of
are your
theories.
theories?
Who are you pointing at?
The camera. I'm pointing at Mew. I don't know if you guys can see, but if we switch to
Mew is hanging
The
right.
reverse.
yeah, if we switch to the reverse, so here we go. You can see like Mew is hanging from right next to the other camera. So I was talking to Mew.
I'm going to get up to the point. I'm going to get up on the point.
There's that Mew. There's that Mew. There's that Mew.
People can't hear me. I'm not supposed to.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. So yeah, that's who I was talking to.
I'm wearing shorts.
Thanks. It is warm.
Did you not get that reference? I like wearing shorts. They're comfy. Come on.
I don't know.
Bet people at home got that reference.
Okay.
You not know the youngster that you run across? You come across a youngster and then he comes up to talk to you when you're about to battle and he goes, I like wearing
What
shorts. They're comfy. In the original red and blue.
Oh, I can't remember.
No, man. Come on.
Oh, you're the game master.
Yeah, that's why I make the hilarious short reference. God. Okay, let's move on with the show.
We've had a tweet from another tweet from Electra ISI saying that they reckon the new game has 2 more types, and they're saying it's light and sound, but they're not quite sure. So a lot of people thinking possibly light and sound.
Yep. I'm hoping
Yeah,
for it.
I can see the logic behind it.
But-
We'll have to wait and see.
Because, like, that Xerneas Pokemon as well, from X, you know, the rainbow antler thing.
Yeah.
Flies rainbows out of its antlers. I don't know whether it actually does that, but I hope it does.
Yeah.
And that's
Awesome.
light. And then that big wyvern thing probably, you know, can make a lot of noise. So there'll be the 2 types.
Okay, fair enough.
My logic behind it.
Awesome. So let's move on to our next section.
Okay.
Now, you are listening to the Pokemania Show on STUDYVOX FM with Nate and Rick.
Thanks, Roger Parsons. See, tweeting from Lily. Bracket. Pikachu. Close bracket. I like wearing shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. See, people got the reference.
Yeah, Luke and Gengar says, I know the short reference as well.
See? Good.
And yeah, so Mew is not hiding under a truck, but instead hanging on Pokemania's camera. That's exactly where Mew is, if you were wondering.
I wasn't. I can see him.
Well, I know, but other people were.
So, it's time for my Pokemon of the week. Did we say that yet?
No? Maybe? I don't know.
Roger Parsons talk. I got lost in his voice.
Yeah, understandable.
He was the narrator from Pokemon.
He was.
It was awesome. So my Pokemon of the week this week is a controversial one. I was looking through all the types and I've done a Pokemon of the week for every type, apart from this type.
Okay.
Can you guess which type it is?
Trying to think back and remember. I
think
don't know if you've done a steel Pokemon.
I have.
Okay.
Aggron.
Poison.
No, I haven't done a poison yet.
Is it
So
poison?
I'm going for a poison. And I was
work.
looking through the best poison Pokemon. And let me tell you, there aren't a lot. There aren't a lot of good ones. Poison is quite a weak type, in my opinion. Maybe you're a poison master. Don't tell Koga I said that. Because he is a ninja, and he will be in here quicker than, than Weedle on a... Yeah, thanks.
Quicker than Electrode doing something. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. I just thought,
Quicker than 3 Magnemites getting together to become Magneton. See? That's
Okay.
fine. These references are cool.
Yeah.
Nate, people are disappointed you didn't
Oh
get the
no!
reference.
I've seen the Twitter. I'm sorry, I didn't know the short reference. My memory is
You should
terrible.
try harder next time.
I know my memory is terrible.
It's not the point. Forget less important
Right.
stuff, Nate.
Every time you forget something to do with cards, I'm gonna make a big deal of it, just to get my own back.
Okay, I will start studying. So yeah, I'm going for a poison type, and there aren't many good poison types. With the exception of Arceus, who can be any type. Why you'd want him to be poison is beyond me. But the obvious, this is what I would consider to be the best poison type. Not just because it's an awesome Pokemon, but it is also relatively good.
Okay.
I mean, there are Pokemon with higher stats, but this one, all round, I think is the best Pokemon. I am referring to Muck.
Wow.
That Gen 1 slimy, that thing right there.
That picture right there is.
That is so creepy. That's fan art.
It's fan art. It comes from DeviantArt, so check their website out. They've got some really cool fan art of Pokemon.
It's amazing. So yes, there's Muck. And Muck, of course, poison type, evolves from Grimer. The reason I've gone for him as my top poison Pokemon is his stats. Now, his speed is 50, that's not great, still, never mind, he makes up for it in other areas. Special attack 65, defense 75. Now, his special defense is 100. Now, that's quite high, so he can take quite a special attack pounding. His attack is 105. So you want to be using physical moves, and his HP is 105. That's quite big. You can EV train that quite high. This, of course, does provide a slight dilemma of where your EVs should go. Whether you should go special defense and attack, or whether you should go HP and attack, or whether you should make him just a complete annoyance and go HP and special defense. So he'll take a lot of damage, and then, of course, what with it being Muck, he knows quite a few status moves and annoyance moves that I call annoying moves.
Yeah.
You disable, you minimise. All these acid armor, things like that, to boost your stats and annoy other people. So he can learn, of course, standard poison gas, accuracy 80%, and it just poisons.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
It may poison those that it hits, which is good. Straight
Yeah.
away poison. You're going to be annoying everybody. It can then learn pound, harden, mud slap, harden again. It's always weird that they can learn moves twice.
Yeah.
Disable, annoyance of a move, if you get it right.
Yeah.
Just randomly. It basically prevents the target from using the move that they last used.
That can be really annoying.
Especially if you come up against a Pokemon that likes to sword stance, sword stance, sword stance,
Yeah.
sword stance, sword stance, sword stance, smack. Lots of attack. Sword stance, disable, sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Minimise make Muck look smaller, which sharply raises its evasiveness. That's always annoying. You can stack that 6 times, I think, and you just become impossible to hit. Sludge, special poison move, 65 attack. It also has a 30% chance of poisoning the target. Then you can learn Sludge Bomb, 90, 100% accuracy, another 30% chance to poison the target. That's a special move. These aren't, bearing in mind that Muck's highest stat is attack. It's not brilliant. But then when it gets to level 58, it learns probably one of the best named moves I've heard in a while, Gunk Shot.
Gunk shot.
Gunk shot.
Wow.
Before that, I learned sludge wave. These are all horrible things
Yeah.
to do to a human being, but that's a special. Gunk shot is a physical move, and it has 120 attack.
Wow, that's pretty
Then
high.
you get your same type attack bonus for being poison. It is only 70% accuracy, and it also still has a 30% chance to poison the target. You're going to be doing a lot of damage with your gunk shot there. But it is only a poison type move.
Okay.
So it's all up to you. Personally, I would split my EVs between HP and special defense, and then fully in attack, just so that gunk shot becomes hilarious.
Okay, fair enough.
Because nobody would be expecting that.
No. We had a tweet in about this. Said Lily Pikachu said all EVs into defense, 3 defensive moves and toxic. That's how she would go with Muck.
Yeah, I agree with that. It'd be so annoying.
Yeah.
That is
there's another one.
Terrifying. That Pikachu's like what?
I love that Muck's just saying hug.
So yeah, we then have type-wise. What with it being poison? It's only weak to ground and psychic. So as long as you don't go anywhere near your ground and psychic types, you should do all right. Abilities. It has stench. If the Pokemon makes physical contact with the opponent, there is a chance that the opponent will flinch.
Really?
That's quite good.
That's really cool.
I'm not sure what the chance is on that. Sticky hold, I wouldn't really bother with this one. The Pokemon's item cannot be taken. There's a Muck on the screen.
Yeah, talking to that image, everyone's saying, I see the whale by Muck, that dolphin hang around by Muck again. Yeah, that little dolphin-looking thing is the artist's logo, who drew it.
Was it drawn by a dolphin?
Yeah, I think, well, the only dolphin I can think of is Kyogre, so...
Yeah, not quite. Killer whale. You don't bring this up again.
Okay.
But the hidden ability for Muck is Poison Touch. And that is when the Pokemon attacks its opponent with a move that causes physical contact, Gunk Shot, there is a 20% chance that the target is poisoned.
Okay.
But you don't need that anyway because there's a 30% chance. Does that stack is the question though. If the 30% chance that the target is poisoned from your Gunk Shot doesn't come off, do you then get an extra 20% chance?
I would imagine so.
If so, excellent hidden ability right there, Poison Touch. But it does mean moves like Pound and stuff will have that opportunity to poison. I'd probably go with Stench.
Okay.
I like it when the opponents flinch and things like that.
Is the shiny sprite green?
It is.
Awesome.
Shiny Muck is green.
Cool.
Of course it makes sense, doesn't it? Toxic sludge. Green.
How much does Muck weigh?
Weird question.
Yeah, I've always wondered.
66.1 pounds, which is 30 kilograms.
Okay. That's a heavy bit of Muck.
It's not that heavy, really.
It is.
No, that's about 4.5 stone, 5 stone.
Okay.
Bearing in mind I'm 12.5.
Yeah.
It's not crazy heavy, I would have thought. But then again, it is liquid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, mostly liquid. I don't know.
Like a
gunk.
Yeah.
It is supposedly 3'11".
Okay.
So that's quite big.
Yeah, that's a big pile of muck.
That's a big pile of muck.
That is. Awesome. Yeah, good choice.
Maybe that's what Wobbuffet's saying in that caption.
Maybe.
That's a big pile of muck.
So yeah, good choice.
Just, something interesting.
Original 150 as well.
I haven't done a poison type. I haven't done a pure poison type. I don't think I've even done one that is joint poison type. Your Bulbasaurs, your Zubats, your Haunters, your things like that. So, there we go, my Pokemon of the week.
Good work.
Thank you. Time to move on to our next section, which is going to be the ever-popular Muck is still on the screen. Why is Muck staring at me?
Muck's just chilling.
Just like, hello. I like that. He wants a high five.
Does he, or does he want to swallow you?
I say he wants a high five. Everybody at home, get right up close to your screens and give that Muck a high five. I know I'm going to. Watch, I'm doing it.
Can they watch? Well, they can't watch, but yes.
Okay. Rick's just high-fived the screen.
I did, yeah. There we go. So, time for the quiz.
Yeah, so up next is our Pokemon quiz, where you guys can get involved as well.
Yes.
So as Rick reads the questions out, we'll all be taking part in the studio. I do terribly. I think last week I got 1 out of 10.
He's going to be taking part.
So yeah, you guys can take part as well on Twitter. Keep tweeting your answers in. Rick will be marking ours and reading the answers out a little bit later on in the show. So you can tweet in how many you got. It's always interesting to see how you guys do. 9 times out of 10, you do better than us in the studio.
9 times out of 10.
10 times out of 10.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. Remember how last week one of my questions was, how can you tell the difference between a male and a female Wobbuffet?
Yeah.
And it's lipstick. I was going to get some lipstick and add it to the Wobbuffet, so it was the female Wobbuffet.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
What do you think about that Wobbuffet? Oh, now you're quiet. Come on. Fail.
It's not working now.
Wobbuffet does not want to be female.
Luke and Gengar has tweeted, I see the Wobbuffet. Good work. I like this game.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
And Ranger Emma has joined us.
Hello. Right, get out of my way. Go and get yourself ready for this quiz, so I can ask you Pokemon-related knowledge, and you can depress me with your lack of it. So everybody taking part at home, please do. You can write your answers down if you so desire, and then let us know what you got at the end, or you can tweet your answers in as we go along. If there are any funny ones, I will read them out live. Of course, I won't be able to. These guys can't see Twitter, which is good. Otherwise, you may be able to help them.
I'll be off it in a moment.
Yeah, James.
No cheating, James.
God.
Speaking of emails, we have had an email in, which just says "sexy boys."
Nice.
That's from Kevin Martin.
Thank you, Kevin.
In the subject, he has put T-shirts, but
T-shirts.
yeah. I'm not entirely sure that's what he was referring to. Anyway, quiz time. Everybody ready?
I
am ready.
Give me 2 moments.
Give him 2 moments.
I'm ready.
It's not like we're working to a script or anything, James.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's not like we're doing a schedule.
Checking your email during the
wish.
Pokemon show.
Need to check that email.
I've got some good ones for you this week, everybody.
Is there a
Some
theme to
interesting
this
ones.
week's quiz, or is it just about everything?
The theme is Pokemon.
Obviously.
It's about Pokemon.
I just gave you a pen.
There's quite a few new ones.
So
in
it's not like, what Digimon?
Don't start that with me. I will throw Wobbuffet at you. He will not. He will beat you up. Hang on. Look.
Please don't throw Wobbuffet at me.
No, I was just showing everyone the tail.
Okay.
Are you ready now, James?
Yes.
Good fella. Right, let's kick off with question number 1. It'd be rude not to. Which is the only main series starter Pokemon not to be part of a 3-stage evolution family? Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes.
So main series starter Pokemon. So we're talking, you know, your red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal.
Boom.
Which one is the only one to not be part of a 3-stage evolution family, which is part of its evolution family that has 3 stages in it? There's only one, okay?
Covering that one up because people.
Oh, I think I know.
So question number 2. This one refers to held items. What does the held item Twisted Spoon do? So if you were to give a Pokemon the item Twisted Spoon, what would it do? Bearing in mind you can just give this item to any Pokemon. Doesn't have to be the one you imagine it would be. So that was question number 2. Question number 3. Hashtag remake Pokemon Yellow. In Pokemon Yellow, you can get a Squirtle after you obtain the Thunder Badge. But who gives you that Squirtle? Who is that? Who's that person who gives you that Squirtle?
Who's that man?
You need to get the Thunder Badge before you can have the Squirtle, because they're not convinced you can look after it. But once you get that Thunder Badge by defeating Lieutenant Surge, you do get a Squirtle. Who is it? What character? Question number 4. Now, I do love this question. It's another one of the foreign names question. So, but this time, it's Korean.
Okay.
Which Pokemon has the Korean name Goraiwang? Gorai Wang. Which Pokemon is that? Do you want it spelled? Gorae Wang. W-A-N-G. Gorai Wang. Who is that? Who's that Pokemon? That was question 4. Question number 5 is a very interesting but albeit slightly complicated question. So everybody knows that Mewtwo was cloned from the DNA of Mew. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, no. But obviously Mew being the ancestor of all Pokemon, if they found a fossil of a Mew, but they did find a fossil of a Mew, they found a fossilized part of a Mew, and Dr. Fuji used that to create Mewtwo. What part of the Mew did they find fossilized? It's a specific body part of Mew. And this is according to the radio drama, which I listened to the other day, The Birth of Mewtwo. Now, if you don't know what that is, basically before the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back, they released a 5-part radio drama running up to the release of the movie in Japan. Now, I recommend that you go and get the transcripts and stuff for it, because it's quite good. Basically what happens is it's a little bit darker as well. Dr. Fuji's daughter passed away, so he attempted to clone her, and Giovanni found out about this, so wanted a clone of Mew, and he forced him to do it. And basically it's Mewtwo being born and growing up with Dr. Fuji's newly cloned daughter.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
That's why Mewtwo in the film is so angry. They went into more detail on the Japanese version of the film because his daughter, the girl he grew up with, was killed.
Yep.
So that's why Mewtwo is so angry all the time.
Backstory.
Yeah, it didn't really come across in the English version of the film.
Nope. But question number 5 was, what fossilized part of Mew was used to clone Mewtwo? Question number 6. It has an active, playful nature. Many women like to frolic with it because of its affectionate ways. Now, I'm not talking about Nate Craddock. I'm talking about a Pokemon. That was a Pokedex description.
Say that again.
Many women like to
Frolic with it because of its affectionate ways.
How affectionate?
I'm just reading what the Pokedex says. Which Pokemon am I describing? The first person who...
Is that the full entry?
Yeah. It has an active, playful nature. Many women like to frolic with it because of its affectionate ways. I'm just going to... Just straight up right now, I'm going to say it's past 9 o'clock. The first person who tweets in lick your tongue. That's not the correct answer.
I'm going to go...
I like how everyone's gone, well, I'll rub that out. Right. That was question number 6. Question number 7. The Pokemon Tropius grows which food from its chin?
Say again.
The Pokemon Tropius grows which food from its chin? That's bizarre, isn't it? Growing
chin
the food. James Plester loves some chin food. I know I do. That was question number 7. Question number 8. How many Pokemon can't learn any TMs at all? And if you can name any of them, if you can name more than one, I might give bonus points.
Can you repeat that question?
So how many Pokemon can't learn any TMs? Do you understand what I mean? Like, most Pokemon can learn TMs. Mew can learn every TM. How many Pokemon can't learn any?
Do we have to name them?
No, you give me a number, and then if you want to name some, name some. That was question number 8. Question number 9. Whose signature move is triple kick? Now, again, a signature move is a move that one Pokemon is known for knowing, or only one Pokemon can know. For example, Jinx's signature move is Lovely Kiss. Tom Harris is having problems. Should I say Professor's aide Tom is having problems. Now, question number 10, and the final question Which Pokemon species is listed as the pincer Pokemon?
Huh?
You know what a Pokemon species is?
Yeah.
Like Charmander is fire lizard.
Yeah.
Which Pokemon species is listed as the pincer Pokemon?
This is well a trick question.
Is it?
I don't. We name a Pokemon.
Yeah, you
Or-
name a Pokemon.
Okay.
Like
As
if
part of the pincer.
it's
species.
called pincer species.
Yeah. So
That's
we've
what
just got
its
to name
species
the-
is.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got to name the Pokemon that has that species. So that was all the 10 questions. I'll quickly run through them all. Number 1, which is the only main series starter Pokemon not to be part of a 3-stage evolution family? Question number 2, what does the held item Twisted Spoon do? Question number 3, in Pokemon Yellow, you can get a Squirtle after you obtain this Thunder Badge, but who do you get it from? Question number 4, which Pokemon's Korean name is Gorewang? Question number 5, we all know Mewtwo was cloned from Mew, but which fossilised part of Mew was Mewtwo cloned from? Question number 6, it has an active, playful nature. Many women like to frolic with it because of its affectionate ways. Who is that Pokemon? Question number 7, which Pokemon... Well, the Pokemon Tropius grows which food from its chin? Question number 8, how many Pokemon can't learn any TMs? Question number 9, whose signature move is Triple Kick? And question number 10, which Pokemon species is listed as the pincer Pokemon? There you go. Send your answers in. I'm going to mark these guys and give you your answers after the next section.
I always hate coming back to my laptop, seeing all the answers and thinking, of course that's right, I've got that wrong again. Talking of Twitter, we've got I'm going to do a shout out to Pikatalk, who's listening and has started following us. So thank you very much, Pikatalk. Shout out!
Classic Nate Craddock shout out.
That's how I do shout outs.
It's also worth mentioning on the Twitter following front, how many Twitter followers do we have?
Oh yeah, good reminding there.
Because we do have a pact, a verbal agreement, a gentleman's contract.
It's close. So we said when we started Pokemania back in August last year, we were when we get to 1,000 Twitter followers or 1,000 Facebook likes, whichever came first, we were going to get Pokemon tattoos.
Indeed, we were.
Neither me or Rick have any tattoos, so it's a new experience. And
Not yet.
We are so close on Twitter. We now have 968.
That's 32.
32 more followers, and
32.
we're going to get Pokemon tattoos.
Decided what you're getting?
Yes.
I have. I saw it today, and it ran away with my heart. And
Do you want to explain what it is?
Well,
Or do you want to do it later on?
I'll do it later on because
Okay,
it ties into
I
one
know
of the
why.
sections.
I'm going to go for a Mewtwo, definitely.
Not a Mew 3.
But I did say to Rick last week, I was thinking of getting Mewtwo, but just to be controversial, I might get its new form, just to annoy everyone. But then you did make the point that it will only annoy me.
Yeah, it will only annoy.
And I don't really want to annoy myself. So I'm probably not going to do that. I'm definitely going to get Mewtwo, but in its normal form. And I'm not sure on the design yet. If you guys know of have seen any decent Mewtwo designs, if you've seen any, send a link.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to get the one that I'm going to show you later. That's for certain.
Okay.
Right, it's time to move on to our next section so I can mark this quiz.
Yes.
James, what were you attempting to spell in the first answer of your question? This quiz?
What was the question again?
I'll say it later, but what is that?
No, let me have that.
So, as Rick's marking, we were going to do... we're going to save the second half of the battle video for after the next section. So I'm going to do... Pokemon Card of the Week right now while you're marking.
Ooh.
So, every week I pick a card and I do I just talk about it. A card that's caught my eye this week and I thought was really interesting. So this week we've been talking a lot about old cards. I asked you at the beginning what you guys do with your old cards after the series has ended. So obviously, if you playing the trading card game at the minute, you can only play cards from black and white. So what do you do with your older series cards? I normally collect mine, but yeah, please let me know what you do. It's always interesting to see what other people do with their trading card game cards. So this week, yeah, I was looking back, and it's an old card, so you wouldn't be playing it now. But it's just it's such a serious card, like it's really powerful that I couldn't not feature it at some point in the show. So I thought, why not today? So my Pokemon card of the week this week is Arceus Level X. So some of you guys might remember this. It's such a huge card. Everyone a lot of serious TCG players know this card. Arceus Level X. So it's a level up Pokemon, which means you put it onto an existing Arceus. Now, one thing I do need to let you guys know first straight away, if you're unsure, Arceus, obviously, its Pokemon can be any type with Shard. Am I right, Rick? It's a Shard you give to Arceus. Plate, sorry.
Flame Plate.
So yeah, you give them Plate, and Arceus can be any type of Pokemon. So it kind of transfers over to the TCG a little bit as well. So yeah, so this Arceus Level EX card, the reason why it's so good is because of its abilities. Poker Body, multi-type. Arceus Level X is the same type as its previous level. So whatever Arceus you put the Level X card on, it'll be the same type as its previous level, as it says. So Arceus comes in every single type, every type you can think of. We should have another image, actually.
Even poison.
Yeah.
No, there's no poison type in the TCG. No. Nate, you fool.
But yeah, it can be any type, like Psychic. I should be here. We go. You see on your webcam now. They're obviously the Japanese cards, but that's an idea. So you can see Arceus can be like all these different types. So basically, what you do with it is you make an Arceus deck. So an Arceus deck is pretty much, you have all these basic Pokemon of Arceus, all the different types, and you're pretty much covered. So whatever deck you come against, you can always be their weakness 9 times out of 10. So say you come across as I don't know, I'm trying to think now, like a water deck, you've got your electric Arceus, so you can throw on the Arceus Level X card. If we can swap back to that image. Yeah, the Arceus Level X card you can put onto any of these Arceuses, and it's still the same type of whatever you put on. So if you come across it, like I say, a water deck, you're going to want to put this Level X card on your on the Arceus that's electric, because it's the same type, so you're going to be their weakness all the time. This means that although the other Arceus cards don't look that powerful, with the ability to be an opponent's weakness all the time, you're going to be doing 2 times of what the damage is, and a lot of these Arceuses do up to 70 to 90 damage, so 180 damage you'll be doing. And its other ability, Poker Body, which is called Omniscient, it gives you the ability to use any of the attacks of all the Arceuses you've got in play. So if you've got a bench of all these different Arceuses, all the different types out, you've put your Level EX on to one of the Arceuses, the weakness, whichever is the weakness of your opponent, you're playing that Pokemon, but you can use all the attacks from all the Arceuses that are in play. So that's massive. So there are attacks like one of the Arceuses attack does 30 damage, and you can heal 30 damage from Arceus. So you can be healing, you can be dealing a lot of damage, and again, you're going to be doing double because you're going to be the weakness. So it's one of the most powerful Pokemon cards that have ever been released. So yeah, I'm working on it. I think I've got 3 of the Arceus cards, so I'm going to work on building an Arceus deck, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to demo it for you guys and see how it works.
Can't use it anymore.
No, because it was a long time ago. It was from it was from Platinum. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a really good card, and I had to feature it because it is such a popular. Well, it was such a popular card, and it's got a big reputation. So yeah, that is my Pokemon card of the week, Arceus Level X.
Excellent stuff. Arceus Level X. All trip down memory lane and things like that. Right, back to the quiz. Well done, guys, for failing miserably.
Oh. Thanks.
It's all right. We'll go back for it. Let's see how everybody did at home. Question number 1. Which is the only main series starter Pokemon not to be part of a 3-stage evolution family? Tricked you all. Sucks to be you all. You all went for Pikachu, didn't you?
I did.
Pikachu, Raichu, 3-stage evolution family.
I was thinking Pichu wasn't around when the yellow was released, you see.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't Wasn't Pichu
It came
Yeah,
afterwards,
Rick.
but he's still part of a three-stage evolution family, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
The correct answer...
Trick question.
The correct answer, and not a lot of people will have got this, is Eevee. Eevee was the main stage starter Pokemon in the yellow game. You just couldn't pick him. Because Gary got him, so you got your Pikachu.
Have you not heard of E? Who's Eevee's pre-evolution?
It doesn't matter. That'd still make it like a 7-stage evolution family, wouldn't it?
Fair enough.
So there you go, Eevee. Little bit of a trick question. I apologise. Question number 2. What does the held item Twisted Spoon do?
Pure guess in the dark here.
Enhances psychic powers. Tom has gone for a little thinking maybe I was taking the mick here and said reverses psychic powers. You've gone with, Nate, you've gone with improves power of psychic type moves, and James has gone with boosts psychic attacks. It increases psychic power by 20%.
There we go.
So I will give you the points for that.
I just thought of Alakazam with the spoon, I
Yeah.
thought. And then obviously the whole Yuri Gagarin, not Yuri Gagarin, who's the other guy?
Yuri Geller.
Yuri Geller.
Yuri Gagarin
was the space guy,
astronaut.
yeah. Yuri Geller with the whole bending spoons and that. I
He
thought,
sued them for it. Sued Pokemon for that.
Did he?
Yep. For using his likeness, yeah. Especially seen as they actually named one of those 2 Pokemon after Yuri.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he tried to sue them for the likeness. Didn't win.
Good.
Question number 3. In Pokemon Yellow, you can get Squirtle after you obtain the Thunder Badge, but whom do you get it from? James has gone with Misty. The Thunder Badge is Lieutenant Surge.
I know, but she's a water trainer. And
Interesting.
Squirtle's a water Pokemon.
Fair logic. Emma's
Yeah.
gone with Professor Oak. It's not a bad guess. Tom's gone with Gary Oak. It's not a bad guess. You've gone with Oak.
I meant Professor Oak.
Some form of tree.
I meant Professor
Not
Oak.
quite. You're all wrong. It is Officer Jenny. If you remember
right.
the anime, this Squirtle has been causing trouble.
Oh, Squirtle Squad.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the Squirtle Squad.
And Pokemon Yellow did
Weirdo.
try to stick to the anime wherever it could.
Okay.
So there you go. Officer Jenny was the correct answer. Question number 4. Which Pokemon's Korean name is Goraiwang? We've got Wobbuffet from Nate.
Same amount of syllables, that's my logic.
It's not. James has gone for Giratina. Just, I'm assuming it was the G thing.
Yeah.
Emma's gone with Garbodor. Again, I'm assuming the same reason. Tom's gone with Golduck. I can tell you, it's a Pokemania Show favourite.
The Beedrill.
Whale Lord.
Really? What's it called?
Goraiwang.
Alright, Wang. Okay.
Interestingly, in most other languages, it's Whale Lord or Whale Low.
What language is whale though?
Japanese.
Alright. I would have got that one.
So there you go. The Korean name for Whale Lord is Goraiwang. I'm probably not pronouncing that correct. Question number 5. Mewtwo was cloned from Mew, but what fossilised part of Mew did Dr. Fuji use to create it? We've got tail from Tom, tail from Nate, tail from James, tail from Emma. Guys, it's his eyebrow.
Sorry, what?
A fossilised bit of Mew's eyebrow was found, and that apparently
Right.
was enough for
Eyebrow?
Dr. Fuji to see it.
How did they know?
Eyebrows.
They found it and just said, oh yeah, it's obviously a Mew's
it's
eyebrow.
definitely
I thought
Mew's
fossilisation was like the bones creating the pattern.
How do you know that Mew doesn't have...
What, a bone eyebrow?
Yeah.
Bony
Oh,
eye.
okay.
Wolverine has bone claws. Stranger things have happened.
I went with the tail just because I thought it was the most alike feature between Mewtwo and Mew.
Professor Pokemon XY official has tweeted in, I put Professor Jenny by mistake. Can I still have the point? What do we reckon, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Professor Jenny. I like it. It's got a ring to it. You can have that
Yeah,
point.
give yourself that
But
point.
there you go, Mew's eyebrow. I'd be impressed if anybody actually knew that. And like I said, it came from the radio drama The Birth of Mewtwo. Check it out. Search it. Check it out. The storyline's quite cool. Really liked it. Question number 6. It has an active, playful nature. Many women like to frolic with it because of its affectionate ways. Come on, guys. Emma, you went with Mr. Mime.
Well, I figure...
That says more about you.
Mormon.
That says more about you than it does. Tom, you've definitely put my favourite answer, so I'm going to wait till the end to read that one out. Nate, you've gone with Squirtle,
Random guess.
and that says more about you than
Well,
you.
I was looking at Blastoise while I was doing the quiz, and I was just like, I have no clue, so I'll go with Squirtle.
James, you've gone with Togepi.
You know, Misty likes
Not
the
a bad
Togepi.
guess. Not a bad guess. Tom has my favourite answer, and I, for a moment, I did give him a point for it because it was just brilliant. He put Whale Lord. It's not. It's Snubble,
Oh, really?
Oh.
that little dog bull Pokemon. Yeah.
Oh, he looks a bit mean.
You'd prefer Mr. Mime, would you?
I would, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Tom would prefer a Whale Lord, apparently. Whoa! Hey! Question number 7. The Pokemon Tropius grows which food from its chin? I'm surprised nobody got this. Tom's gone with berries. Not a bad guess. Nate, you went with lettuce and you spelt it wrong.
I don't know.
You think Tropius has got a lettuce dangling from its chin?
I don't know. I know it's some kind of veg.
James has gone with leaves.
You can eat leaves.
Yeah, you can.
There you go. You said food.
Spinach leaves, yeah. Rocket leaves. Lettuce leaves, fair.
Yeah.
It's not leaves. Emma's gone with pokeberries, which is not correct. The correct answer is bananas.
Really?
Yeah, bananas growing from his chin.
Brilliant.
Question number 8.
That would be awesome.
How many Pokemon can't learn any TMs? And if you can name any, I'm not going to account the obvious one that apparently only one of you decided to name. But let's see what we've got. Emma's gone with 30. It's not quite right. Tom Harris has gone with 37, and then Keith Harris. It's true, Keith Harris cannot. He can't learn any TMs. 37 is not quite right. Nate's gone with 4. It's a bit more than that, Nate. And James has gone with 3, but has put Ditto, and that is correct. Ditto cannot learn any TMs.
Yes.
I'm not going to give you a bonus point for that,
Aww.
mate. Mostly to make it interesting for the rest of the quiz.
Okay.
The correct answer is 18. Pokemon cannot learn any TMs. Would you like to hear them?
Yes.
Caterpie, Metapod, Weedle, Kakuna, Magikarp, Ditto, Unknown, Wobbuffet, Smeargle, Wurmple, Silicoon, Cascoon, Wynaught, Beldum, Cricketot, Burmy, Combi, and Tynamo.
Wow.
Those are the 18. Can't learn any... I'm surprised nobody got Magikarp. So there we go. Question number 9. Whose signature move is Triple Kick? Caught you all out here. James, you went with Hitmonlee? It's not.
A lot of people on Twitter went with Hitmonlee.
Emma, you went with Sork. It is a fighting Pokemon, but not Sork. Tom, you went with Hitmonchan. I mean, did you think it was that much of a trick question that a Pokemon that uses its hands had Triple Kick? I like it. And Dragon Timmy 8, you went with Hitmonlee. I can tell you it was Hitmontop.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, of course.
That's the one that's upside down that spins. Hitmontop, Triple Kick, and has 3 legs. So there we go. And the final question, which a lot of you suspected was a trick question, was a trick question. Which Pokemon species is the Pinsir Pokemon? It's not Pinsir, as Nate thought. James went with Kingler. Not a bad idea, but
Yeah, it's got big claws.
Emma went with Pinsir as well. Tom, again, went with Pinsir, crossed it out, and then thought, you know what, he's probably... that's probably a trick, and went with Cypher. Very unlucky, Tom. It's Sizer. Sizer is known as the Pinsir Pokemon. Not Pinsir, weirdly
What's
enough.
Pinsir known as then?
I don't know, but I can tell you. If you give me a minute to
Awesome.
find out.
So let us know how you guys did at home.
Not interested in how you guys did?
Oh.
4-way tie.
4-way tie. Oh,
4-way
wow.
tie on 1 out of 10.
Is that it? 1 out of 10?
Yep.
We did not do well.
So, guys, you know how I hate...
Yes, you got the point for the Squirtle question. Pokemon XY official just tweeted.
Yeah. So you know how I despise draws,
Okay.
Oh.
especially 4-way ties. We're gonna
Go.
have a trick question off.
Right.
What colour is a shiny unknown?
Beedrill.
There isn't the shiny unknown.
Nobody's got it yet. Start naming colours.
Black.
No.
Green.
No.
Purple?
No.
Gold.
No.
Silver.
White. Oh.
Silver.
No.
Pink.
No.
I think we don't know.
Rainbow.
No.
Purple.
No.
Schlurple.
Brown?
No.
It's transparent.
No. It's a regular colour. Come on.
Blue.
Yes.
Yay!
Emma McGann wins.
No clue.
I didn't have a clue.
Well, that was tight. Interesting tie break. There we go. How was the quiz? Let us know how you did. What are people saying on tweet?
Real Missingo got 5 out of 10.
Good work.
Luke and Gay says eek 3 out of 10. Sad face. It's better than us. Yeah. So generally,
not over 6. We've not had any over 6 yet. Oh, hang on, we've had some more come in. Pokemon XY official. Alrighty, I got a very poor 5 out of 10. It's not bad.
What? You're just pointing at things.
Can we recap over the competition?
Yeah, let's
Yes,
do
we
a
can.
quick recap over the competitions.
If you'd like to enter our caption contest, we do have a request, and to people who have already sent them in, I'm sorry, I should have said this before, but they will still be counted if they don't come in, but just to make it slightly easier for us, can you put hashtag caption
Yes.
on your tweets? You don't have to do that on the Facebook messages.
And also for Who's That Pokemon, if you can hashtag WTP, that's brilliant. There's our caption.
What's going on there?
We've had a brilliant caption in already. I'll read it out for you. This one comes from Pikatalk, who says, I asked the Torchic why he crossed the road. He said, why not? I told him it's Inspector, why not to you? That's good.
That is good. That's a Wobbuffet, though. But that is still good.
That's awesome.
I know.
Well, I like that one. Thanks, Pikatalk.
In the running. Right, and now for hashtag WTP, or Who's That Pokemon as it's known.
Who's that Pokemon?
Who is that Pokemon? Got quite a few answers in already, some right. All of them right. But there we go. And please keep your guesses coming in for a chance to win that booster pack.
Indeed.
And that card. So let's carry on with our sections. It's now time to go on to...
The second part of our battle.
Well done, because I wasn't going to go there. Second part of our battle. We need to get on with this. We've got loads to talk about.
We do.
So, as you remember, my Infernape had just been slapped in the face by a furious Amoonguss.
Yes.
Not good. Not looking good for me.
And ready to go Giratina.
Okay, so let's see what's occurring back down at TCG Cardland. That's
Okay.
cool looking mat. So it's your go.
Yeah, I've
Have you just used your Colress?
yes, I have.
No,
I've used an escape rope as well. Yeah, escape rope I've used to swap. I've wanted to get my Giratina out. Here we go. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, escape rope been used. We've swapped Pokemon, and now I'm stuck with. I have used my Colress as well, and I've got 3 Pokemon. I've got an LGM, which is all right. I've got some more basic Pokemon on my deck as well.
You've also got another Giratina on your deck. I don't need that right now.
Yeah.
I need to put out a Pokemon because I don't have one out there right now. I wonder how long that's going to take me to figure that out. There we go.
Okay, so you bring in. This is the Pokemon that I used escape rope to get rid of. That's why it's still although, yeah, poisoning. We should take that off. It's not when you retreat and put back out. It's not poisoned.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm claiming the whole victory now.
Why?
I just want to.
It's fine. I think Giratina's about to kill you anyway.
Probably. But
Let's see.
Simisear's got quite a cool move. Its move does 40 damage, but for every fire energy attached to it, it does an extra 20 damage, which is pretty good, especially considering it takes 3 energy cards to use. So if you've got 3 fire energies on there, then that's 60 damage.
Okay,
On
so
top of that 40, that's 100 damage completely.
I've just drew myself a Hypnotoxic Laser.
Oh, I love that card.
So I'm going to start energy carding up this second Giratina now.
I need that. I need that a lot.
The Giratina that's in active play, it's got some damage on it, and it's always good to have a backup ready to go. I don't really want to have to use my Amoonguss again if I don't have to.
And there you go. I think that's you using your
Yeah.
Shadow Claw. Discarding a card from my hand, which was the only energy I had in it, because I still don't have a hand, due to that Amoonguss annoying astonishing. But I've drawn a water energy, so I might as well slap that on the Pokemon that I've sent out. Ready it up, which is that Chimchar.
And yeah, you've just killed my Giratina, and I like your. No, you haven't.
I've swapped it.
Yeah, forced me to swap
with that Howl. It's a Monferno actually. It's
yeah.
Fierce Howl, 1 energy. It means you're.
So I'm not too fussed because although Giratina isn't fully energy carded up, it's got 2 energy cards on it. It takes 3 to use Hex, which does 50. But if it's affected by a special condition, it'll do another 50 to 100. So that's why I'm going to play my Hypnotoxic Laser.
Is that Hypnotoxic Laser that you're playing?
Yes, I'm going to play.
Is that affecting me with a special condition, Nate?
Yeah, I'm going to poison you. and then use it,
Monster.
so I can do 100 and take out your Infernape for just 3 energy cards.
That coin flip was, of course, to see whether I was also asleep, which would have been a right kick in the crotch. But it doesn't matter. I'm not asleep. But still, not the point. You're going to use that hex and do 100 damage to me anyway. You absolute man. Look at how much of your face is visible compared to my face on the prize. Look at you smugly looking at me at the corner of your screen. You. Don't need this. Did you just draw a Zubat?
Yep.
The ultimate insult. So there we go. I just used energy search so I could search through my deck to find an energy card. Found myself a water energy. Attached it to the Chubchoo that I've got out the bench. The reason I put Chubchoo out is because it only requires 1 energy to use its move. And if I hit heads, every Pokemon that Nate has gets 10 damage. It's besides the point. I'm flipping coins terribly. That was a Tails.
So I've got myself another escape rope there. It's
Good.
not really much use for right now. I don't need to use it.
Being as you've got a ready Giratina all on that. See what's happening. There we go. You forced me to switch my Pokemon for my Carvana, and you've done damage to it and just destroyed it.
So we've
Bad times.
we've had a message from Corey.
Energy carded. Sorry, hang on.
That's all right.
There we go. Finally get to use my hail. I get the feeling it's going to be slightly too late, being as you've got 1 prize card left. I've still got 6, and my Chubchoo's got to somehow get through 2 Giratinas and 1 Amoonguss. But I'm doing 10 damage. I still believe, Nate. I still believe.
You're still hopeful. There's another Zubat.
I kick in the crotch again.
I'm swimming in basic Pokemon now, whereas at the start I had none. And there we go. That's my last prize card.
I shook your hand and then I slapped your face.
And these are just what you would have you wanted to see.
There's a break.
There I am.
You had to show your face, didn't you?
I did,
We
right.
had a message from Corey Kirkham, messages through Skype. It said, really enjoying the real life TCG games. You guys should enter tournaments. We are planning to this year.
Definitely. Just need to sort our decks out.
Yeah, I mean, talking of decks, so that was us demoing the 2 theme decks from the Plasma Storm expansion.
Plasma Storm.
Which
Clang Clang deck.
Plasma Shadow and Plasma Claw, they were called. What are your thoughts?
Too many Pokemon for my liking.
Yep.
There are some very good Pokemon in those decks, though. For example, your Giratina and your Amoonguss were just game changers for you, really, weren't they?
Yep. They're great cards.
Excellent cards to have. I didn't even get a chance to show you Dridagon. 110 HP. Does require too much energies for my liking.
Okay.
Not quite as good as the Giratina card, but on the flip side, I do get that Infernape in there.
Yep.
Just didn't get a chance to use him effectively. But with 130 HP, his first move doing 30 damage, and his second move doing 120 with only 2 energy cards is phenomenal.
Yeah. I should say that although I do get 2 Giratinas in my deck, in the Plasma Shadow deck, in the Plasma Claw deck, which is what Rick was playing, you get a stage 2 Pokemon, which is your Infernape.
Yep.
It's worth noting that in the Plasma Shadow deck, which I was surprised at, there is no stage 2 Pokemon.
No.
You've got Turtwig and Grotle,
But
no Torterra. Which I thought was odd. Again, like I said, for me, the energy card, not the energy cards, the trainer cards, a lot of them, I don't really see much point in having. Other than Hypnotoxic Laser is the only one, and obviously the Colress is a really good card to use if you're playing a lot of Team Plasma things, Team Plasma Grunt. But I don't think there's enough Team Plasma Pokemon in these decks to warrant having 2 Plasma Team Plasma Grunts. I'd much prefer it if maybe or even an N or a Pokemon Catcher, something as basic as that, maybe the Skylar. But yeah, these decks are really... I much prefer these decks to the Boundaries Crossed ones. We demoed the Boundaries Crossed ones when they came out, and I wasn't a fan. I do prefer these ones. They're really good, like I say, all theme decks. And these ones are really good. If you're a beginner. Yeah, if you're a beginner and you want to start
Comes
playing.
with everything you need as well. It comes with damage counters, the coins that you saw there, a play mat for you to play under rules, and it also comes with an online redeemable code for you to redeem that on the TCG. So yeah, good purchase for new players. And I do like a lot of the cards in there. Like I said, the Giratina, I'd get rid of some of the Pokemon and add my own trainers and things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the trainers and add my own ones. But still worth a shout. And considering it's what, £10?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
$9.97 or
Yeah,
something.
And Rick, can I just add that obviously the Pokemat that you were playing on?
Yeah.
We've already said.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
again.
It's the
You don't get that with it.
No, you don't get that. The Pokemat is up on the wall here.
There's your face. Put my finger in your mouth.
So yeah, thanks to Lass Emma for designing that.
Ranger Emma.
Ranger Emma, sorry, I get confused.
Yeah, you do.
When did it become Ranger Emma?
I don't know.
We just decided.
But there
You did
will
agree
be-
to it.
There will be a chance to win.
Yeah,
we've
we
already
win
said.
Yeah, later on.
In the coming weeks.
So you
watch
might
this space.
in the future you might be able to win that map.
Right, we must move on because we're rapidly running out of time. Only 20 minutes left.
How time flies.
How time does fly. Now it's time for our Poke Essentials section, which I thought would be fun to do a little bit on the evolution of Pokemon, which led me to look at what Pokemon used to look like, the original sprites for Pokemon, and I had some revelations. I found some fun. I had some absolutely fun. Lots of fun looking at these old ones and looking at what they've redone with them. So you'll be interested to see what a lot of favourites that now look so cool used to look like. So why don't we kick off straight away? I'm going to show you some of the original starters. Now this is Ivysaur. That's the first sprite from Red and Blue. I don't remember Ivysaur being able to stand on its hind legs, do you? Apparently, in the Red and Blue days, there he
did.
is. It's like, look at me.
Maybe it's just like about to do a move, and then someone took a photo of it like that.
Yeah, sprite a bit like that. So let's move on to the next one, number 2. And this is the original Charizard sprite. Look at that. It doesn't look too bad. Still looks cool, doesn't it? Doesn't quite have the elongated jaw of the Charizard we know well
It's quite
today.
timid as well.
It does look quite timid. But still looks proper cool. If you compare that to what they did in gold and silver with the Charizard, which is this one, that looks a bit more like the one we know and recognise today, doesn't it? Bearing in mind they did up the colours for this. Now, what I'm about to show you is Blastoise Gold and Silver. This is what I would expect Blastoise to look like. So there he is. That looks like the Blastoise we all know and love. Red and Blue had a completely different idea of this and thought that maybe he should look like an obese sumo wrestler. What exactly is going on there? He doesn't look happy.
It's a big
And also,
shell.
that is a big shell. And what's going on with his... You see his hand?
Yeah.
It's like bent backwards. Oh, I'm Blastoise. I know I'm a little chunky, but don't worry. Interesting. Now, always a fan favourite. We're talking the Red and Blue and... Well, the Red and Blue games, because he got an update for Yellow. We are, of course, talking about Pikachu. Interesting. Not the Pikachu I remember, is it? It's a bit fatter.
It's a bit round.
Bit chunky.
Bit chunky Pikachu. That electric mouse. Let's see what they did in Gold and Silver. That looks a bit more like it, doesn't it? Then again, it might just be the updated colours. So now we're going to move on. I'm going to show you some of the Pokemon that I thought looked weird. Just going through. This is a Sandshrew. What is going on there? I think Sandshrew is quite a cool looking Pokemon, don't you?
It is, yeah.
But there he looks a bit...
Mouse-like.
Yeah. Not quite as cool. He's got bigger claws. Big scary claws, I'll admit
His head
that.
looks like a little bit like Mew.
Yeah.
It's like they used a Mew skin and put some spikes on it.
Well, we'll move on. We'll move on from this. The next one is quite frightening. If you'd like to show it, that's a Golbat right there.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently, Golbat appears to be mostly tongue. There.
Look, we've had a tweet saying that possibly was that Sandslash, the last one.
Yeah, Sandslash, not Sandshrew. Yeah, my bad. Whoops. Anyway, Golbat. Look at that weirdness. And what's going on with his eyes? Why has he got eyes like this? If you compare that to what they did for Gold and Silver, I think they sorted it out there, really.
Yeah.
That's more like what Golbat looks like, although it does appear to be doing a funky dance. Cool stuff. Let's have a look at the next Pokemon.
Awesome Pokemon.
But that looks weird. Well, its eyes there look really creepy to me. And that's a Poliwrath. It's kind of giving you a come on kind of gesture. And its legs look a bit... Do you not think it looks a bit camp there?
No, I
It looks
don't
like
know.
he's like saying talk to the hand.
Talk to the hand because the swirly intestines aren't listening. That's what he's saying. And if you compare what they did that to Gold and Silver, there, that looks more like it to me. Its eyes are more in its body, not absurdly stuck above its head. Moving on, this is a favourite Pokemon of mine, but I think this looks weird. That's a jumble of arms right there. That is, of course, Machamp.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The thing I find wrong with that is it looks like the other two arms are coming out of its back. Doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I can see.
I find that really odd. And then, but they fixed that in Gold and Silver with what you're about to see. There he is. He looks cool there. But again, it still looks like those arms are coming out of its back, which is probably impractical. Then again, it could punch things behind it with ease.
True.
Good stuff. Another Pokemon similar, Golem. That looks... It looks like, you know when you used to use those Halloween costumes, where you used to cut a hole in your T-shirt and put that cardboard and lift it over your head, so it looked like you were carrying your own head? It looked like Golem is doing that.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And his face is goofy, man. What is that about? But then again, they did fix it in Gold and Silver. Looks a bit better there. Arms in the right place, rather than coming out the top of his head. Bizarre. This is one of the weirdest looking Pokemon I've seen compared to what I think it should look like. Seal. What is that? It looks odd. I do like its tongue sticking out though. Just Seal's face there looks really weird to me. Does it not look weird to you guys?
I don't know. It looks quite Seal-like.
What's going on with its eyebrows? Well, they appear to be upside down V's.
I think with the limitation on pixels they could have used back on Red and Blue, I think it looks quite Seal-like, that one.
It doesn't look the same nowadays, though, does it?
No.
Now, a big one that a lot of people have noticed is the original sprite for Cloyster. Notice anything different?
Yeah, it's the wrong way round.
Yeah, it's
isn't it? It's horizontal.
Yeah, the Cloyster opens
horizontal, not
horizontally rather than vertically.
Or maybe he's just like fallen over.
What?
And then twisted his head round.
No, that's opening right.
That's opening horizontally.
There's a tail
It's like that.
tail piece at the back.
Yeah.
It's opening
Yeah, Cloyster shouldn't open like that.
So it
Cloyster
should open vertically.
Yeah, should
Oh,
open
right.
vertically. It's always
Really? Oh,
it's
right.
what it's always done in the anime, in all the other sprites. I think it's just this one that I've got it wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
Another notable one coming up now is this one. What's wrong with this? I don't think this looks bad at all, but there's something wrong with this. What's wrong with this?
Claws. One's big. One should be bigger than the other.
Yeah, Kingler should have one big claw and one little claw, which you'll be able to see from the next picture. As you can see, one big claw, one little one. That's always what it's been like.
Looks like perspective in that photo.
Well, no, it not really. It doesn't look like perspective. It's definitely one much bigger one. So that's what Kingler should look like. That, and that's Gold and Silver again fixing it. This Pokemon looks weird. There's of course supposed to be Rhyhorn. Now again, this is what I've always seen Rhyhorn as, due to the anime and things like that. I do remember playing it and seeing that, but I don't think that looks particularly pretty, do you?
No, and I don't know what's going on with like the back of Rhyhorn. It's just like blurring out.
But if you see what they did in Gold and Silver, you'll agree it looks better.
Yeah, there we go.
That looks more like it. This next Pokemon looks fine until you see its face, and it looks like a Disney character.
Yeah, it is.
What is that?
What is his foot doing?
This is Chansey. Yeah, I know. It's creepy, isn't it? What is going on with Chansey there? His mouth is just the creepiest thing.
It looks a bit chubby, like chubbier than usual.
And now we're going to move on to the legendary birds. We all know what the legendary birds look like, but what is this? That's Articuno right there.
It's alright.
Okay, well then let's take a look at Zapdos.
I don't think I can knock this because I love that.
It's a bit thin in my opinion, don't you think?
I really like the original sprite for that.
That looks a lot more like the original from the card, the first card.
Yeah.
But the
They look good.
The worst one, in my opinion, this is the worst sprite.
Well, really?
I think that looks terrible for Moltres.
Right.
What
I
do you
can see
guys
what they're
think?
doing. I can see that.
Why is it like? Why is its legs on the ground, but its head on the ground as well, and its tail in
A
the
lot
air?
of in a lot of Eastern culture with phoenixes, they're always drew upside down. So I can see where they've got that idea from.
Okay.
So
Nate, you're not going to like this next one. Here he
I
is.
don't know. You might be shocked. Yeah. Okay.
I think that is one ugly-looking Pokemon.
See, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to wait for the next sprite.
It looks very, very short,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
it does look short.
The body looks short.
Hunched over.
Looks like it's about to pounce.
Or poo.
It does. Yeah, and if you compare what they did in Gold and Silver to this,
No, I prefer the first one.
he looks a lot better there, I
Got a longer
think.
body.
Now,
I
this
think-
next one is going to creep you out. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this. There's a big thing about it. What is going on here? That's supposed to be Mew.
Yeah. See, you see what I mean about the Sandslash? It's the head shape.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same.
That looks terrifying.
That Mew is ridiculous.
Cubo.
It just looks terrifying.
Yeah, it's just really.
Compared to, and now to be fair, this was an early version of Mew in the Japanese games. They sorted it out for the red and blue English versions, and this is what the Mew looked
Yeah,
like.
wait, hang on, he has got eyebrows there.
He
Kinda.
does
He has.
have eyebrows.
A little bit.
Maybe you can grow them back. And if you see what the new one, well, the red and blue one looks like, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Don't we agree?
Yep.
Now, this is the next lot are what I'm going to call the funniest sprites I've seen. Let's go to a regular favourite, Machoke. Look at his face.
That's awesome.
How hammered is that
We're on a bit of a
Machoke?
delay here.
Are you?
By back, there we go.
Look at that Machoke's face.
What is going on
Oh,
there?
he looks drunk, doesn't he? Now, the next one I'm going to go with for two reasons. It's Slowbro. I'll show you. First of all, we all know Slowbro evolves into Slowbro from a Slowpoke that gets bitten on the tail by a Shelder. This does not look like a Shelder. Secondly, what is Slowbro trying to do there?
Just hug it.
It looks like he's trying to make out with that Shelder, and that Shelder's like, nah. It's terrifying. I enjoy this Pokemon. It just looks like it wants a hug.
Grimer. Yes.
I know. Something going on with his eyes there, but he does look cool. He's, push the roof. Push the roof.
Yes.
That Grimer's giving it some. Now, this is a frightening, terrifying Pokemon, and I wish it had stayed looking like this rather than the goofy thing it looks like now. That is creepy, right?
I don't know. It looks a bit weird.
I think that's creepy. They
The
have
face on the
terrifying
left.
heads.
It's like, what is that?
The face on the left.
I think that is terrifying.
I don't know what's going on with its feet either.
Another funny one looking. This one because it looks like it's trying to take a tricky poo.
Tweet from Missingo saying Grimer raised the roof.
There it is. Looks like it's, a bit constipated there. Don't we agree? This next one I'm a big fan of because it just looks shifty.
Yes, that's my favourite sprite.
What has that Goldeen done?
That's my favourite sprite.
What is that
Goldeen.
Perhaps that Goldeen is looking at our final sprite and my favourite sprite of all time, and I'll tell you why.
Yes.
There he is.
I think that looks quite good for
No,
Snorlax.
well, number one, you can quite clearly see that he's resting his head on his arm.
Yeah.
And he's lying back with his leg in the air in a seductive position.
No, I don't. I think he's just
that
loafing
is,
around.
that is a come here, ladies look.
No, for me that's like.
Yeah.
His claw is like this.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, that's
right there. That Snorlax is saying, yeah,
If
I'm
I-
ready for you.
That's how I would expect to see a bear rolling around. So
I don't know, man. That Snorlax
to me,
looks...
it just looks like it's loafing around being
that
lazy.
Snorlax looks like it's trying to attract female Snorlax.
James Hart tweeted and saying Executor looks like someone who's had a stroke.
Indeed. So there we go. That is our sprites section. I hope you
Yes.
enjoyed that. And
I did enjoy that.
as a lead on, I've decided that the tattoo that I will get will be the original Haunter sprite.
Do we have that?
We don't actually have an image of it. It looks wicked though. And it's quite simple to do, so it will be quite easy, but it looks really cool.
I like the idea of having a sprite.
And then I'd known it, and I saw it, and I thought, that's it, that's the one.
Wicked.
So there we go. Snorlax is a player there. Thank you, Missing No. None of this what Nate's saying nonsense. So, yeah, there we go. Sprites. Unfortunately, we've got to move on because we're running out of time, and it's now time for our Poker fan, Poker.
Yeah, we are running out of time.
Poker awesome, Poker winners
I've
section.
taken out the news, so
can we run
if
over?
we need to run over, we can do.
Okay, that's fine. I'd rather run over than rush this part because it's the best part. It's the Pokemaniacs section.
The Poker fans, Poker awesomers.
So, all you guys that have been sending stuff in this week, thank you very much. I enjoy looking through the fan art and watching some of the videos. The links that you guys are sending us are brilliant. Because it's a fan section as well, I do need to point out one of our fans tweeted in the week saying that there was a problem with the TCG update, the TCGO update for Mac users. When you update it and download the latest patch, a lot of people are having issues opening it. So if that is the case, you can go onto the Pokemon website and they've got a detailed list of how you can fix it. So if that's happening, please share how you fixed it, because that'd be great for all us Mac users. So yeah, thanks for sending that info in. Also, first image sent in was from Remake Pokemon Yellow, #Remake Pokemon Yellow on Twitter. They sent in this image, which is really cool.
You look so cute.
Is that a Marill? That's a Marill, isn't it? Taking part.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
How hard must it be? Oh, I like that. Mew's using telepathic powers to
Yeah,
hold
he
his
is.
cards up.
Mew's
That's
all about the
cool.
telekinesis. It's how it
Psyduck
works.
is showing his cards to everybody. And that's a Teddiursa. I like...
Has Pikachu got a card in his foot?
Yeah.
Is he cheating?
Yeah. Not like Marill, who's using an Azumarill to look at everyone else's cards underneath the table. It's controversial poker playing right there. Pokemon playing poker. It must be difficult to get Mew to a poker night.
Yeah, he's quite... Surely
Yeah.
there's only one Mew, so
He's out there a lot. He's, you know...
he's always being chased by scientists.
Yes. We had a tweet from the 13th Doctor who said, I love how Mewtwo's yellow sprite, the first one we showed, looks more like it's going, come at me, bro. I agree. That's why I like the first sprite, because he is like leaned over like, come at me. I agree. So thanks, 13th Doctor.
I think he looks a bit too gangly.
Do you think?
Yeah, and his arms look too big. He looks like he could actually smash someone in the face with his arms.
So next up,
supposed to be
we've
able to do that.
got a video, a fan video. So this link was sent in, and also go and check them out as well. They're called Poker Parody TV on YouTube. Poker Parody TV is their channel. Go and check them out because they're awesome. But this is the fan video, so check it out.
Gentleman Pokemon!
I really don't know what I'm at the mall shopping for. I need a purple dress. Hey, what are you laughing for? Purple shoes, man. I think I really need some more. I got a lot of moolah. We like boxing. Hey, I'll go like a bottle feed and sing like a bitch. You don't wanna mess with me. I take a lot of protein, run faster, faster. Missy, dance around my child, my choke, my champ like a ballerina. Damn, girl, you so freaking sexy. I'm a motherfucker Hitmonchan. I'm a motherfucker Hitmonchan. I'm a motherfucker Hitmonchan.
So there we go. Awesome.
That was a Hitmonchan right there.
That was.
That's my
Like
Hitmonchan.
that. So
I see, I get it, because it's supposed to be Gentleman,
Yeah.
but they've
Mother,
changed
father,
it
Hitmonchan.
to Hitmonchan.
Yes.
I like it. Well done. That's cool stuff.
Yes, indeed. Our next piece of fan art was sent in by Helen Cherry. Sent this image of the... Yeah, we've had a lot of X and Y fan art this week, and this is one of them, of the 3 starters from X and Y. I thought this was awesome.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh,
Looks,
I can see it, but everyone else can't. Now you can see it.
I thought that was really cool. It's a really...
See, I'm starting to really like this Froakie. He's like pointing, and then his tongue's out.
I'm all for the chest spin.
It's pretty cool.
Froakie looks wicked. I'm definitely going for Froakie when it comes out.
Okay.
What do you guys reckon? Any particular starter you want to go with? I know a lot of people go with a fire. Fennekin looks alright, but I'm a Froakie man, me.
And our next piece was sent in by Psychic Archie, who sent this another X and Y piece, which I thought was cool.
Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of Xerneas fan art coming around right now.
Yeah, it is.
See what I mean about the rainbow antlers?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Could be light.
Definitely light, man.
Also on the trailer, the first trailer we saw for X and Y,
rainbows.
it was all yeah. So and our final piece that was sent in was from Peter Cook this week, and sent this piece from X and Y as well, which is. Well, I love that.
Cool.
I love that they've included Psyduck just sitting on the rock.
Yeah.
Like.
Is that what? There's a Pokemon flying around as well up there, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there is.
Is that a Pidgey or something like that? You say that Mewtwo was giving it a come at me, bro. That is the definition of come at me, bro.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Veltal there, just
come at me, bro. And Xerneas is like, yeah.
Veltal's massive.
I'm going to fire my rainbow antlers at you, and he's like, yeah. I'm going to make some big sound with my wings.
So we need to pick one. Which is our star piece? I mean, I'm going to say my vote straight away, and it was the piece that Helen Cherry sent in of the 3 starters. I really like that whole artwork of it.
Okay.
What's your favourite piece?
Well, the parody video was brilliant.
Yeah.
The last one we just saw is awesome.
It's hard. It's a hard one this week.
I like the poker one.
You like the
one of the
Pokemon one.
Playing Pokemon.
All right.
That's good. We're gonna have to pick one.
Tom, it's your decision.
It wasn't my decision. Rick hasn't chosen yet.
I have. I shows the video.
Video. I've got to admit, I do like the Pokemon.
The poker one.
The poker.
That's it. It's won the majority vote.
There we go.
So yeah. So the Pokemon was sent in from Remake Pokemon Yellow. So if you could get in touch with us where we could send you a booster pack, that'd be great. And thank you very much for sending the fan art in.
I do like that. That is cool.
Keep the fan art coming in this week, and as well as entering our competitions as always. We need to do our winners from last week.
Oh yes, we do.
So
winners.
Sorry,
I was zoned out then. I definitely was thinking about Mewtwo playing poker. Mewtwo wouldn't play poker.
So our first competition.
Hang on a minute. I've just had a thought about that poker. I've just had a thought about that poker playing situation. Mew's psychic.
I know.
Mew's telepathic.
I know. It's fine.
Why would you invite a telepath to this game?
Why wouldn't you? Make it, for a challenge. So our winner for last week's Who's That Pokemon? Here we go. There it is. It was, of course, Virizion. I don't know what's going on with the black around it, but yeah, it was Virizion, of course. So a lot of right guesses, quite a few wrong guesses. A lot of people thinking it was Xerneas, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Some people saying Cabalion, but no, it was Virizion. A lot of people said Virizion, and our winner was Metamew Scarlet.
Well done.
So who entered? So again, congratulations, Metamew Scarlet. If you can get in touch with us, where we can send your prize, you can either direct messages at on Facebook, direct messages on Twitter at Pokemania FM, or you can email us at radio@studyvox.com, where we can send your booster pack and the card of Virizion. It's a good one as well. And our caption contest, what was that? Came
Shout out!
I just like shouting random things. Came from Nats at Twitter is at NattyPace, who said Googling Pokemon XY without safe search on.
Well, you killed it there, didn't you? By saying Surf Sage.
Yeah, okay. It's been a long show.
That's what happened. Brock has Googled Pokemon X.
So yeah, again,
search off.
Natty Pace, if you can send us a direct message on Twitter at Pokemania FM or on Facebook, and we'll let us know where we can send your prize.
Woo! There were some good ones for this week's competition, weren't there? And there's going to be good ones for the ones coming up. So that is the end of our show. 5 minutes slightly too late. Whoops. So all that's left for us to say is thank you very much for joining.
And Nate's just realised what he's got to do now.
Nate's realised.
Yeah, stay tuned, because coming up next is the Vox Rock Show.
With you, Nate Craddock.
With me.
You're Nate Craddock for this. It's not Dragon Tamer Nate, is it?
No.
You put aside your Dragon Taming
Although
duties.
I do normally keep this hat on.
Yeah, I know.
Fine.
So thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for everyone who's been getting involved in the show. We'll be back next week.
Keep going on with the competitions. Congratulations to our competition winners. We'll be posting things throughout the week, hopefully trying to get some YouTube videos out there. So head across to our YouTube, subscribe. And we're so close to getting tattoos. Who knows? Next week we might have done it. Gotta catch them all. Wobbuffet!
Good evening and welcome to the Vox Rock Show. Me, Nate Craddock. Kicking things off is Fallout Boy with the Phoenix. This could contain strong language.